Hi Virgo, this is going to be your Sun, Moon, and Rising video for December 2025. Please check back to your Moon and Rising signs because sometimes the story relates better to your Moon and Rising sign. I'm going to make an announcement. December, I won't be making any videos in December for January readings. I'm taking the month off. I have a lot of projects to do around my house. I will be doing, if you need a personal reading, I am available for those, but posting up monthly readings, I won't be doing that for the whole month of December, meaning in January you won't have any videos, okay? That's what I want to say. So let me get started with the reading. I hope that made sense. I felt like it wasn't making sense. We have the Radiant White deck, the Lavita Sibila for clarification should we need, and I'll be pulling an oracle card, but it might be one or the other or both. It depends on what the cards have to say. I have the Angel Answer cards and the Romance Angels. Okay? So let me get started. I've already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph. So we're gonna get started right with the reading. Cut the deck. 9 cards down. Here we go. The Queen of Wands. The Two of Swords. The Knight of Wands. The Five of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Justice card, the Page of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. What is over the entire reading? The energy, the Queen of Cups. Now, even though this is a Virgo reading, you can be a Queen of Wands or a Queen of Cups, because you either have your business that you have to take care of, like work, that's what you focus on, or you can be a Queen of Cups because you feel some way about a situation, a person, or a thing. So don't say that it's not. Or you could be like a Sagittarius moon or a Cancer moon and be Virgo. Okay, so that's why I say watch your rising sun and moon videos. So what do I only have in the spread itself? One core card in the spread proper. It's the Queen of Swords. I mean the Queen of Wands. I have 3 Wands, 3 Swords, 2 Pentacles, and a Major Arcana. And the Major Arcana is the spiritual lesson. So let me look at this because it's kind of a strange reading. I have all these sharp things poking up. This is the only card. The 2 Pentacles are only the only cards that don't have sharp things sticking up. Okay, I have a sword here. I have two swords. I have right here. All these swords are sticking up. So it tells me, that gets my attention. Let me see what the cards are trying to tell me. Let's start in the center with the Four of Pentacles. Fours relate to a stable foundation. And the Four says, the Four of Pentacles says that you should protect what you have. Meaning your finances, your physical body, your physical space, your peace of mind. It says you should conserve. We're going into the winter, so conservation is a prime example. So you should conserve all of your resources. Okay? But it may be that you're holding on too tightly to some of the resources. And so you must make a choice about what to jettison. Because sometimes the card can be about not sharing or your resources, whatever that is. And finances are not only resources. Resources are everything you have to bring to bear on a situation. So your skill, your knowledge, your time, sweat equity. So you may be kind of hoarding that. It says don't, yeah. And you may be stuck. So the cards are read past, present, future. Past, present, future with the interplay of the cards. Now at the top, I see some kind of message rushing in from the future to the back. That causes some confusion. So because the energy is coming this way, I'm thinking that some message is going to come to you either within a week or 14 days. Because the Knight of Wands is a message. And it's a message about either whatever you're doing, about your focus, your determination, your passion, your desire. Because they're wands. And usually that's associated with your career. But when he comes, this also, I see this whenever Mercury goes direct. He's been retrograde for the past few weeks. He went retrograde, I think, yesterday in the sign of Scorpio. So you're going to get some kind of message coming in. I think it's about your business or what you do, because it's the same suit, wands. But when you get this message, it's going to come kind of hurriedly, recklessly. It's going to make you question that you don't know what's going on. Here with the Two of Swords. And this card is all about, swords are all about thoughts, perceptions, beliefs, ideas, communication. And I think you get the message in and you don't know what to think about it. You don't lose any power because you're still a queen, but it makes you question what's going on or what you think is going on. Okay? And the message is that you should trust what your intuition is telling you. Even though this cards implicate, kind of insinuate that you don't know what's going on, I say that you do know what's going on. Because her left eye is not covered all the way. You can't see it. But her left eye is covered all the way. So this lets me know that you have an idea of what's going on. It could be some kind of cross communication. It could be some kind of confusing message that makes you feel funny or makes you feel some kind of way. Hence the Queen of Cups card. But you don't lose any of your power. But now, here on the past column, we have you in your power, being a Queen of Wands, handling your business. But there is some kind of dispute or debacle, or maybe somebody talking bad about you. It's a 5, and all 5s talk about Taurus energy. I have 2 of them. Okay, 2 5s. And this could be somebody, like maybe you lose something or someone very important to you. You have to look out for theft, fraud, and deception when the 5 of Swords shows up. But it says if you are in the middle of a dispute, stand up for yourself. Again, the 2 swords across your shoulder tell me that you don't know exactly if you're doing the right thing, but you have the will to fight. But be careful about the energy that the 5 of Swords brings, because the other 2 people who are in dispute with you, you may have won right now, but they will sink to any level to win. I also think that there's some kind of karmic debt to be paid. Why this has happened. Because the Justice card is a karmic card. It says that no matter how the situation ends up, that it's a just and fair verdict. Why? Because once it's over, you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's how you act while you come through it. Okay? That's a past row. But the second row here of the present, you have the fight, maybe a mental fight, a verbal fight online, or some kind of communicative dispute. It tells you to hang on to what you have. But it also, here with the 9 of Wands, says that, I think suddenly, it just came on suddenly. That's why this feels like out of the blue. But it's not out of the blue. It's something that you have worked on before. But I say out of the blue because before this was a 9 of Wands, it's 8 of Wands. So that means something happening quickly. Where you feel when the fight happens, battle happens quickly. But it says that you have all the character, the determination to get back in the fight. You may be, I think from all the messages, all the noise, your head is hurting. Then we have the Page of Swords on the last row. The Page of Swords can be, he is a student of communication. I have 3, there it is, 3 core cards. And there are 3 people in the card here. I don't ever read the core cards as people necessarily, particularly the Knights and Pages. They're always messages to me. So you're going to get another message, a low level message. This one is kind of bigger. But you get a low level message. And he is all about truth. He's not afraid to get to the heart of the truth in communication. He will ask very pointed questions. Maybe this is you, I don't know. But he can also be kind of a dirty, mean character. He can be like a spy. He can steal things from me, trade secrets. And then we end with this 5 of coins, which is odd. Because it says that you may be going through or think you're going through a dark time in your life. That you feel as though you don't have enough money to take care of your regular needs, like eating, paying your rent, paying for your car. It says that you feel kind of like worthless. And the card 5 also says, don't give up because you're about to complete something that you never thought possible. So don't feel any way if you lose your job, or if you lose a contract, or something financially goes wrong. Don't give up. Two fives mean exciting experiences ahead. Exciting doesn't always mean fun, right? They can be nerve-wracking. I think it's somebody that you know that's going to come in and create a whole bunch of, not confusion, but just a whole bunch of mess that causes you perhaps to lose some money in some way, or maybe it's about what you actually do, the skill set. I think they may take that away from you in some kind of way, or make you think they take it away from you. Let me pull my cards out. Let me pull my book out, and I will look at, I can't look at the 3 core cards because they are traditionally looked at as people. So what I have left is 2 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, and that's odd because you take on an extra pentacle from the 4 to the 5. As it relates to the Justice card, I don't think this is a legal issue. Let's start at as the cards fall. The 2 of Swords, it tells of mixed emotions, a feeling of confusion. It is foretelling of unsettling communications. And the message is to achieve satisfactory compromise is by open and honest communication. Do not allow prior grievances or bitterness to influence the communication. Once a compromise has been reached, you should feel a sense of accomplishment at having been open-minded and considerate of others. It also warns caution against making rash decisions you may later regret. That's 2 of Swords, but it doesn't tell me anything about being next to the Justice card. The 5 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, maybe warning of malicious gossip or losing something or someone of importance to you, some unfair dealings and or theft. You are asked to remain wary. That's it. 4 of Pentacles. With 3 core cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 4 of Pentacles with 3 core cards. It's asking you not to take on board other people's opinions and views. Listen to your own intuition and do not be influenced by others. Nine of Wands. Nothing about the 9 of Wands. But it's a focus on completion of events or a suspension of events where you have the advantage. It tells of eventual victory, although steady force must be applied. It doesn't say anything about being next to the Justice card. Okay, the 5 of Pentacles. It doesn't tell me anything. I think this, let me say this. I don't feel this is a legal issue, but it may be. Why? Because the Five of Pentacles in the reading may be pertaining to a legal issue or case. It implies that you may not be successful and may incur costs or suffer a loss. So I don't know. It indicates a variety of obstacles, setbacks, and feeling of lack and loss. And financial hardship and emotional hardship. So I'm going to pull some to see if I can give you any more information. And because I see something coming, I still say you won't be in such a bad position. You may lose a little status or something like that. You may even lose some finances, but you won't be totally I think this is caused by some kind of lie or some kind of deception. Excuse me. Let me get a hold on a second. I'll be right back. Okay. I thought my daughter was coming in the house and the front door, the screen door was on. I feel like there's some kind of deception here or some kind of lie. It may be about what you've been doing or how you do it. How you've been. I don't think it's about spending money. Let me look at the Knight of Wands, because that's where it starts. Precious presents. This is a card that speaks to gifts. Sometimes even advice. Some types of gifts that you may consider precious, like jewels, cash, stocks, bonds, but also about something that's given to you in good stead, like advice. Costanza, which is you've been waiting for it. This Costanza implies a steady belief or steady faith in waiting on something. Giovani Fanciulla. So this is like the Queen of Wands again, but she is sometimes kind of nervous. You don't know who she represents. She can be a sister or colleague or friend or something like that. She's normally a neutral card. She's considered to be sometimes frivolous, naive. So that's one. So let's go to the Justice card. The Casa, which is your house, or it can even represent, it can be like a official building, so that could be like a courthouse or a bank, but it talks about everything that goes on behind closed doors, what people don't see, even your feelings and emotions. You keep hidden, perhaps. Pensiero, thought and meditation. It just said you think about something. And militare, which talks about a hostile environment. It also speaks about perhaps someone, a young man, who will go to bat for you. But it talks about a hostile environment, a long time getting there. See how he's marching up the hill, and there's a fort. So it could speak about something that you have wanted to strive for. I can't figure out what this is about. So I'm going to stop there. I'm going to pull an angel answer card. So formulate the question for the angel answer if you recognize this situation. I'm trying to see if I can see anything else. Sometimes the card is like that. They don't tell me exactly what's going on. Okay? I am trying to tease it out, but it won't tell me. The card says trust. Let me read it to you. I don't know what it's telling you to trust, but trust. This is a time for trust. Sometimes there is no yes or no to a question. There are situations where we are better served by not knowing what is to come so that the miracle can unfold before our very eyes. That answers the question. Like children opening a gift, part of the magic of our lives is found in the joy of surprise. Trust that your angels have something amazing in store for you, even if they can't quite tell you what it is yet. And so, Virgo, that's what I have for you for December 2025. And good luck.